From here we gain entry to Dovedale, without doubt the most visited and famous dale in the Peak District. It has inspired not only fishermen, but all who have visited have had their heartstrings pulled. Lord Byron wrote of the dale, "I can assure you there are things in Derbyshire as noble as Greece or Switzerland." Dovedale has such scenery as can be found nowhere else in England. The approach is best made in the evening, when the tourists have left and as the sun begins to sink behind the hills. Most approach from the south, but I truly believe our entry from the north is by far the finest. Passing through flower-rich meadows, the magnificent portal of broken lofty rocks is reached. Rugged in their grandeur, fractured masses of stone intermingle with the ashy woodland. The first sight met is two large natural excavations known as the Dove Holes, which pierce the rock. The largest, 60 foot wide but of no great depth, these caves were cut by glacial rivers which scoured away the rock of the gorge to create all we shall see. Passing through the luxuriant foliage, whole rocks seem to rise in perpendicular masses on both sides. On the next meander, Pickering Tor rises to an unseen height, the hillside broken into spiny pinnacles which stand up like fragments of some wide ruin. Whilst on your right, Island Rock, an enormous mass of isolated stone, rises sheer out of the water. The gorge narrows, and emotions of awe and terror in equal measure are inspired by the imposing precipices. Black, bare and frowning by some mighty convulsion of nature, the sides seem to have been rent asunder, while storms of long-forgotten ages have torn and riven the surface. Occasionally large stones are thrown across the cataract, creating a series of fairy cascades which sparkle with a peculiar brilliancy. At the sides, gloomy caverns enchant explorers into the heart of the mountain beyond. Frequently grotesque and fanciful faces press from the rocks. Here a lion seems to have been frozen mid-cry. And further down the dale, appearing like a triumphal arch, Reynard's Cave rises from the ancient screes. William Wordsworth, one of our greatest landscape poets, visited without leaving a verse, though this land stayed with him, for many years later he wrote the following lines about a distant love. "The stars of midnight shall be clear to her, and she shall lean her ear in many a secret place, where rivulets dance their wayward round. She dwelt among the untrodden ways, beside the springs of Dove."